Good evening everybody, and welcome back to the channel for my third shift. So it's sort of like halfway through the week for me. That's because obviously I start on a Sunday evening, and this is halfway through my working week, so I'm happy with that. Hope you had a brilliant day today, even though the weather's been pretty crap. I had a good night, really good night. Went down to Purfleet and Allington. Guess what I got tonight? Purfleet and Allington. Oh my god, but I don't have to be there till 2 o'clock, so I'll try and get down there for about about the same time as what I did yesterday, about 1:15, and then I can get to Allington in good time, and then get from Allington back here before my 13 hours, which is, you know, just what every driver wants really, not to breach those 13 hours and then reducing your rest, because then I can get back home and do a bit more work editing my videos and stuff like that. Because I've got a couple of videos still to upload. I've got to do my Celtic Manor one when we did the Montgomery, when me and Woody played. We tried the Texas Scramble Level 4 Challenge, which we didn't do. we had a good try, but we had a good laugh as well. So I've still got that to do. I've got an Oak Ridge. I think I did the Oak Ridge. I've got the one where I was down at Wishaw playing on my own, and every shot there where I shot, I think 9 over, which I was really pleased with that, because it was off the whites as well. So I've still got a bit of work to do. Update some of my web page, my website as well. I've still got to update some photos here as well. I've got to upload some more photos, and I seriously need to get down to Curry's. There's a laptop there that I've really got my eyes on, that would really help me out and cut down a lot of my time as well, because my laptop at the moment, the mice are getting knackered from running inside, making the wheels go round, because it's just taking forever. So I've got to do something. I know I've got to do something, and I will definitely get a new laptop. It's got to be done. The amount of time that it would save me would be, you know, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, that is my night. Like I say, I hope you all had a fantastic day today, because no doubt you're all working, so, but yeah, numbers are steadily growing, so please smash that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I really would. Bump those numbers up even more. Be even better if you start dropping some comments and give me something to talk about, or let us have something to talk about. I did shoot a video yesterday asking people about their first cars, and do you remember the registration number of your first car? Obviously nobody got back to me, because nobody remembers the first car's registration number, which is obviously the car that I had left a lasting impression on my memory and my my experiences with purchasing cars for the first time. So yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare. It was a shed. Well, it turned into a shed at the end. But yeah, it'd be great to hear from you, whether you've had any kind of problems with any cars, you know, funny ones of course. You know, I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to hear from you, so drop us a comment. It'd be absolutely awesome. Okay, so I was reading when Tyrrell Hatton won the Dunhill Links. He actually got quite emotional while he was getting interviewed, because it was the first time his father had been there when he won a tournament, which, you know, he's won it 3 times on the bounce, not on the bounce, but he's won the tournament. He's the only player yet so far to win it 3 times. But obviously, you know what Tyrrell Hatton's like. He's not the most subtle of players when he's playing golf, even though he does some amazing shots, some absolutely, you know, beautiful drives. He can bomb it miles. His wedge game, his short game is absolutely superb. His putting is brilliant. But it's as if, you know, it goes offline about a yard offline. He's effing and blinding, and of course the fans are getting a bit, you know, miffed. You know, he shouldn't really be doing this. And the Sky presenters, they're all apologising. Why they're apologising for him, I do not know. Footballers, they're exactly the same when they're on the pitch. You can read the lips. You know exactly what they're saying. You watch a film, for God's sake, that's either, if you're in America, it's R-rated. If you're in UK, it's obviously 18 plus, or 16 to 18, or adults only film. They're swearing on there. Golf for me, golf for me is without doubt the most frustrating game in the world, because you can go out on a Saturday on a club competition and shoot the best round of your life, you've shot either a level par or a couple over. Especially if you're a high handicapper and you're shooting under your handicap, you've just played absolutely brilliant. And then you go out the week after and you score like 110 or 115, and that is when the colourful language starts to come out. And please drop me a comment if you are a golfer that doesn't swear when you play golf. You're full of crap. You really are. I don't think there's one player or one amateur player on the planet that has not said a swear word when he has taken a shot or missed a putt, or the putt didn't drop, or something happened along the round that didn't swear or didn't say a curse word. Now, obviously, I can't say the same for a lot of the pros. There's probably a handful of pros within the golfing fraternity of, you know, the older guys, the likes of Sam Snead, Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, you know, the greats, the great golfers in the past. Whether or not they did it, I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm sure they did somewhere along the way. They, or in their own mind, they said something, but I don't think they outburst with some kind of curse word or swear word or something like that. But it really makes me laugh when these Sky presenters are there saying, "Oh, we're terribly sorry for the language that's being used." Why apologising? He's a grown-ass man, for God's sake. He can say whatever he wants. You know, why you've got to apologise to the audience? Because there's not. I don't think there's one, unless you are a devout Christian that has never sinned before in his life, has never swore. Then yeah, I can totally understand. But for us mere mortals, very difficult sometimes not to swear. And I'm the same. I'm exactly the same. I've lost my temper on the course, and I've actually, when I was in Germany, it was a British Army golf course that I used to play at. The very first time I ever got angry, I threw my 7-iron down on the floor. In fact, I might have threw it at my bag. And one of the guys that I was playing with, he was the club professional there. Very good friend of mine, Mr. Tony Laslett. You probably don't remember, but he turned to me and says, "You're not good enough to do that. Don't do it again." And I never did it again. I've never ever thrown a club since then, and that was like 20 years ago. I've never thrown a club since. I've banged it into the ground and everything, but I've never thrown a club after that. I've seen people throw. one of my mates I used to play with in Germany as well. We used to play this German golf club called Saltar. Absolutely beautiful course, really, really nice. And he did a terrible shot with his sand wedge, I think it was, and threw the sand wedge over a tree and into a field and went into a pond, and then looked to where his ball went, and it was in a bunker. Oh God, I'm in a bunker, and I've just thrown my sand wedge away. So, you know, it like I say, it has got to be the most frustrating game in the world. It really has, and it brings out, you know, a lot of colourful language to a lot of people, and you can. It's even worse when you're on the driving range as well. And you're on the driving range, you're in a bay next to somebody that is just not connecting well with the ball. Either side of you, I've done it hundreds and hundreds of times when I've been on the range, and I'll just keep myself to myself, and you know, I'll curse under my breath, "Ooh, you bugger," or something like that. But the language there, and there's children about as well, but they still do it. The golfers do not give a damn who's around. They'll still curse, and so, you know, rightly so. Like I say, it's very frustrating, and it's very difficult to keep your emotions in check, especially when you're playing, like I say, the most frustrating game in the world. But it's hilarious. It can be. Right, I'm going to find my trailer, because I've got another long one tonight. But like I say, they don't bother me. I enjoy doing them. At least it keeps me out, and I don't have to come back and do a second run. Woohoo! Stay safe. Look out for those lunatics, because they're all over the place. Like, subscribe, please. Drop me a comment and tell me if you've never gone onto a driving range or played a round of golf in your life and never swore. I'd love to hear from you. Let's see if we do get anybody that says, yeah, I do, because I won't believe you. I'll have to come out with you for a round and and see as proof. There's got to be proof that you haven't swore when you've played a round of golf. Right, take it easy, guys, and I'll see you for my 4th shift and my last one, because I've got Thursday evening off. I've got to take my daughter to a dental hospital on Thursday morning. So Thursday morning or Friday morning. I think it's Friday morning, hence why I've got Thursday night off. So I've got to pick her up Friday morning. All right, enjoy the rest of your week, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for, like I say, for my 4th shift. Cheers, guys.